Mark had a dream vacation, or was it a nightmare vacation? There is sawing logs. If you notice, not even the barking dog or the oxygen machine keeps Mark awake. Goo train. Yeah, finally got him back here after 5 years to clean my garage. Now if we can get him to work on the inside of the truck and get it cleaned up, and the van, and the station, and the motorhome, and the golf carts, we'll be doing just fine. Yeah, he's shaking his head no. I don't know what that means.
It means yes.
What'd you say?
It means yes.
You notice how gray his hair is now?
Because I quit coloring it. Can't change the fact that I'm old.
Yeah, that's what happens to us. It's okay, he still looks good.
Of course I do, that's just a McKinstry thing.
Uh-oh. They'll have a lot of objections to that one. Well, there's Rosie's Sweet Lips.
What?
Rosie's Sweet Lips.
I already sat out here and did my thinking.
Okay, my son Mark now stops by to visit the man on the trike. Yep, he does. I'll zoom in on him a little bit. Yeah? Now the head on the man's head changes depending on the seasons or how I feel. Now there's Mark, learning how to drive a very fast golf cart. It'll do about 108 miles an hour. That's a lie, it does about 26. All right.
It's only because I haven't souped it up yet.
Yeah. Some people put high risers on them and actually race these things. Me, I use it to do what I gotta do. Now here we are at the windmill. Mark is in control of the golf cart. And I see that one of my gazing balls is crooked. I'll have to straighten that up later. Actually, what those are Harley rims with bowling balls painted gold. Now the windmill came from Minneapolis, Iowa, the same place that the train's coming from, and also the trike. That's where it came from. Oh yes, isn't he gorgeous?
Yes, I am.
Old, but gorgeous. Well, there's Mark. Woo! What a guy.
What can I say?
Like I said, the gazebo. Mark, did I ever tell you the story about me and Bill Ducksign?
Which one?
Well, this one has to do when he was looking to die.
Oh.
He was feeling old and decrepit, and I asked him one day, I says, Bill, I says, you look so sad and forlorn. And he said, Jim, he says, I'm ready to die. He says, I'm just waiting for the man with the sickle. Well, I said, Bill, I'm sorry you're feeling that way. But anyway, I went to an auction and I bought a sickle. You know, like the reaper. And I walked across the street to old Bill and I said to him, he had his back to me, and I said, I'm here. He turned around and looked at me and he says, go ahead and take a swing. I just don't want to see it coming. Anyway, he's sitting on a Harley golf cart. It's an old thing, probably, I don't know, 20 years old.
Maybe a little older.
Or older, yeah. It's a Harley.
Fine.
We can take the tarp off now, and that's what we'll have to do. Probably. I don't think I shoved them underneath.
Here's some farmer ingenuity.
Well, I'll stick it off there like an angle like that, and then try to back and turn. try to keep the loader over your pickup, but then eventually I'll
Put
leave
the
it.
chain off that corner of the back.
You need that handle anyway?
And before he sets that on there, we'll have to take those plastic containers off the trailer, Mark.
What else are you loading? You're loading this?
And that piece behind it. Now that tongue's got to come off of there. There's one bolt to take off. I brought tools, and there's one pin, I think. That's Wayne up there on the chain, and Jim filling it on down below. Getting a lot of help with this, and I appreciate it. My son Mark. Amen. What size you need?
It's about that size.
I had to put the video camera down. So here we have slides. Pictures. There's Jim picking up the water wagon and placing it on the flatbed behind the engine, the steam engine. My son Wayne, and there my son Wayne again, and there's son Wayne again up there taking some loose parts off of the engine. There he is belting down the back part, him and Mark. This is Mark and myself. My goodness, I got fat, old, and wrinkled, didn't I? There we are, all battened down and ready to go. And we're about to pull out of the Pilling driveway. Heading down the road. I bet a lot of people were looking at us as we traveled down that highway. There was the skids when I first started building them. 4x4s, that's what each of these objects are sitting on. Took a couple of days to build the skids. My daughter Sharon was nice enough to get me the dimensions, and so this was a sheet of the dimensions and the photographs to help me build the skids. Here we've got the two young men with skid. I can't even think. Two young men with the skid loader pulling it off of the flatbed. I think they worked on it for about 2 hours, getting it off the flatbed and into the position I wanted in the yard. They did a great job. Minimal lawn damage. So I was very pleased with it. Took a little maneuvering. But I think they were kind of happy to be a part of it. I think they enjoyed the work that they did there. Not often you get to move a mock-up engine, steam engine, and a mock-up water car. The old toys of a old fat man. There's a view to the backyard, and it'll sit on the skids forever. And then I'll put mulch around it, which I've already done on at least part of one side. There are the two young men. I won't mention their names. I'll keep that private. But I think they're going to come into my Facebook and probably take a few pictures for themselves. A few more pictures of the unloading of the engine and the water car. Some duplication. These young men did a nice job, and I was very lucky to have them. Seemed to dovetail in just at the right time that they were working next door. I'm going to take photos of the different parts that are on this piece of junk art and see if people can identify what they came off of. I'll get close-ups and I'll put it on Facebook, and people can guess and inform me what they think they are. We know they're wheels, but what did the wheels come off of? We know the front end of that may be just the base of a floor lamp, the ornate part. And we know that the part with the chimney actually could have a fire in it and was probably part of some sort of a steam engine. The back part, center part, is actually a barrel. Behind the large wheels, we see fenders, but not the fenders for those wheels. Be interesting what we find out about all these parts. Yep, gonna make a bird pole out of that, birdhouse pole. Morning. And new junk art. Not done yet. Looking good though, I think. Oh, dream on, son. What a wonderful, relaxed vacation you had. And thanks a lot to son Wayne, son Mark, daughter Sharon, son-in-law Jim, and my wife Rosie Sweetlips. Thank you for all the help, support, and just letting me be me. Wow.